Hey there everybody, we are back again today. We have some different colors for you. Well, one of them's the same, but a lot of the cards are the same. But we've changed some stuff around. We're facing Jesus, I guess. I don't really know what's happening there. He's in a lovely field, though. He's just kind of enjoying it, you know, just hanging out, just having a good time, just feeling the vibe, man, just vibing. We're just vibing, dude. Let's vibe on over his face. Vibe all over it. With this deck that I made that I don't have anything low in that hand. That hand was kind of rough. I'll try this, I guess. I have Twin Bolts. Shrug. Very frightened. This deck is not gonna work out well. I guess we'll find out. Didn't have a 1-drop, so that's a thing. Oh, this guy's in here because there's so many 1 in the asses that are a problem. So the first strike's not bad, and we do get to hit for 1 right here because it's fast as well. There's a lot of icons on that thing, you know. It's a 2-drop. It's only a 1/2, but it's got a lot going on. You know, it's got a lot of little abilities, little doodads and things that it likes to bring to the party. So I don't have a problem with it. You know, you got flying, first strike, haste. That's a lot of words. I like to have as many words as possible on my cards. This guy's giving me all the time in the world to fix these kind of wretched hands that I had to begin with. A lot of removal in this deck for a very specific reason. It's kind of a variation loosely of what's yours is mine, just a little bit. It's vaguely like, I don't know, it's kind of a shadow of that much superior deck's mindset. The main thing is to kill creatures that we can't control the ones we can, and kill them with those. That's why we have the Rise from Graves, Unholy Hunger, Flesh to Dust. The biggest problem is that it kind of counts on the opponent having something worth taking. And since this game is free to play now, we can't exactly know for sure that our opponent is going to have the cards necessary to make this work. You know, are they going to have cards that are good enough to make me steal them? And that's part of the problem. That's part of the thing that scares me about this deck. This deck idea in particular is almost everything that I've seen so far has been small, fast creatures. So I'm a little worried that there's not going to be anything sizable enough to grab and bash our opponents with. So we'll see as time goes on here. We'll see if this is viable to try and unlock stuff with. We really want something that just has like a barely over half win rate. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be happy with just like a 60% right now. Generally, when I try and tech decks out for you, I'm looking for an 80 minimum. After, you know, the amount of playtesting that I put into them, it's really what I'm looking for. And with this deck, I'm not so sure that we're going to get even 60. But 80's out of the question, because obviously we don't have a lot of the cards that we're going to need to do that kind of stuff. I don't know what this is, so I have to flash this guy. As long as this thing is untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalker you control unless they pay 1 for each of those creatures. Oh, interesting. I can't do anything about that thing right now. It's kind of a bummer, so I don't have enough black. Way more black in here than red, but you would never know it based on what we're looking at now. I will do Bitter Rev and then not be able to block this thing when it comes in. I'll take that and the instant. Seem good. Now I can block. Your turn. Urg. I do like Reef Soul. We only have 1 copy of it though, so that's kind of a thing. I thought I passed turn, but I suppose I did not. Flesh to Dust is fairly good. White, there's not a whole lot that the opponent... White and green. Doesn't really add to the removal that the opponent could have once I get a hold of this 3/5. What does this thing do? It's a battlefield to get plus until end of turn. I'll let it come over. Unholy Hunger gains me 2 life now, which is kind of fun. I mean, that's a nice little bonus. It's basically just more copies of Flesh to Dust as far as I'm concerned, but if it can't be regenerated, it's pretty good in most scenarios. Let's put this down here. Can block the 3/3, sack it out, make my guy a 2/2. I don't know what that does either. I don't know what all your fancy dancy cards do, sir. Enters the battlefield, scry 2. Put it into your hand. I'm not a huge fan of that. This 3/5, so I don't have to pay the 1 or whatever. Not that it really matters, I just didn't want to. And now I'll block with the 2/1 there. Use your ability to eat the 2/1. Make this a 2/2. That's pretty good for me. I'd have to pay 2 to block, but I mean, or pay 1 to block, but I don't really care about that. I just want to pass. This deck is weird. I've never really played anything like this before. This is a really strange deck. And those knuckle pops really need to stop. Swings. It's a 4/5. That's not good enough. Bucko Brown. Three. Oh, more wings. On that nice character there. I'm 1 right now. Twin Bolt probably to the face. Twin Bolt is to take care of stuff early on. Doesn't he have to pay 1 or some shit? Yeah, that's what I thought. Some kind of effect that would make that bigger would make me really sad since I'm tapped down. So I'll go ahead and just take that. That's not too much damage. I don't care a ton, to be honest with you. Better rev. I do need to be careful with that, though. Can I attack in here, or should I hold? He probably won't block. Unless he does have that pump spell. I don't want you to go, babe. Pump spell? No. Pay 1. But then do you even have a pump spell? That's what the question I have is. Because you had to pay 1. Or no. This is like, this guy's making this excruciating. Dear Christ. who's right here on the other side of the field from me. What's happening now? I haven't yet had any actual problems with the game running. We may be experiencing that now, actually. We may be lucky enough to be experiencing that now. But the little thing in the discard pile is still moving, so I don't know. I don't have anything else to do this turn, so if that just maxes out and it passes on, that'd be fine with me. Because the blue bar seems to be full. The orange bar is kind of lazily creeping along there. I assume the game is broken. I have no control over anything. So I don't really know. Ah, he decided to leave. Now don't I have to keep playing though for some garbage reason, right? Oh, it's probably because he blocked and he agreed to pay the mana and he couldn't play his pump spell that he wanted. Most likely. I don't know what pumps in the format. I just assume that there's some. I'm just gonna flesh to dust this thing, to be honest with you. I don't really give a shit. Got 2 cards in hand. I've got more where that came from. I've got the Bitter Rev, which I'm kind of excited about. I'm gonna bash for 7. I think we'll move this along pretty quickly, because next turn I can just bring that guy back from the dead, right? He gives everybody +1/+1. So that'd be 9? Oh shit, that's not enough to kill him. Well, I have the Twin Bolt, so it is enough to kill him. So never mind. I will Bitter Rev myself, though, for sure. Well, nothing really matters anymore, does it? Say go. Yeah, I should be able to kill him with the Rise from Grave for the +1/+1 guy who gives everybody +1/+1. Unbolt you and you. Both of your cheeks. That's deep. That's deep religious satire right there. There's that, and then Rise from Grave, I guess. No, you hunk of crap. This guy, yes please. It'd be good, I guess. And then he should do his thingy that he does. Yeah, 679. That worked out fine. I'd like to attack this. Okay, I'll move to this. Attack. Good stuff. I also could have done exactly 8 damage by bringing back my 1/2 bat and sacking it out. Or is that insane? Because that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Act of treason. Oh, because I had one of his creatures originally. Dealt 10 damage to opponent in a single D using creatures he or she owns. Oh! That's no good for them. Alright, that's not bad. We're doing stuff. We're working on it, you guys. We got 100 quotas, so we're doing something. Let's try and get another one here. Wow, this deck is a pain in the ass, and that opponent wasn't particularly conducive towards its playstyle. That situation was not conducive towards its playstyle. So there was that. That was a little frown-inducing. I don't know. Now I can't even get in. They don't even want me in there. They don't even want me to play anymore. I don't think this deck is good. I think it's quite bad, actually. I think it's worse than 60. I think we're probably looking at a 30 to 40% win ratio if I was a betting man. But you never know. It seems like I don't have all the pieces. Well, I knew when I put it together that I didn't have even half of the pieces that I really wanted. I don't know. Jeez. Now, this is not terrible. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's certainly not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So we might be able to get something going on here. This guy's really got a heart-wrenching decision in front of him, apparently. Elves. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just green-white stuff. Wish I'd gone first. That would have been a lot better here. 4 damage to a creature player. You know, I need to start just taking that to the face. I don't have enough burn to use as creature removal, and I have a lot of creature removal, so I actually should be absolutely throwing all fire-based stuff straight to the nugget of my opponents. I will kill your 2/2. Straight up. Gonna murder him. Okay. Gets a planes out of the deal, I'm gonna have a bit of an issue. Swiftwing gets to attack this turn, though, and it shall. Get over there, buddy. Flap on over there with your badass self. I don't know, like, times like this, you kind of sit and you look, So did they add in that they say that your opponent scooped? Because a lot of people were saying that you couldn't actually see when your opponent scoops. And it's always come up and been like, hey, this is AI now. I'm like, yeah, seems good. Whatever, or makes you happy. If Plains comes down, I might be in trouble here. So it's going to be a 3/3. That's a bit of an issue for me. Because I really do want Firecraft to go straight to the face. Counters I don't have to worry about, so I can just use it to kind of juice the spell mastery from my other cards. That's interesting. I don't have a way to just kill something right now. But the faster I get her out, the better. Should I just play her and then attack with both these guys? Green and white, I can't imagine, except the fight mechanic, I can't imagine what they'd have that could kill her that I need, because I don't know how long I'd have to wait in order to get, I don't know how long I would have to wait in order to be able to kill something of my own. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any of the pieces, and he's giving me a Planeswalker just straight the fuck now. Why would anybody do that? What should I get rid of, though? I want to say Unholy Hunger, but then I'm not. Why would anyone just straight give me a Planeswalker for basically free? I had no idea that I got a zombie out of that bargain, too, to be honest with you. I was not aware that that happened. Yeah, if you do put a 2/2 black, that's radical as all hell. Jesus, Liliana, you're the best! This might just become stupid at this point, because I really don't know. If I'm able to play out all my cards, it doesn't even matter if I have to discard. And she just juices until I get this emblem. Whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. So any creature. Whenever a creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control. Well, she's pretty cool. I like her. Never used a Planeswalker before in this game. So that is exciting for me. Just gave me a free Planeswalker. That's fine. I like it. I love it, really, actually, to be honest. Traitorous Instinct, so that'd be... What did we be looking at then? We'd be looking at... It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Takes you to 10. I don't want him to be able to attack Lily, though. Let's attack with my flyer. use her ability again, get rid of the Unholy Hunger. Or the Traitor's Instinct. I'm actually going to get rid of the Traitor's Instinct. Just need to carefully juice her. One more turn. I've got this Exquisite, though, that I could just blast to his face. 4, that'd take him to 12. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. See, I need to draw another land in order for the Unholy Hunger to work. That's why I kind of wanted to just pitch Unholy Hunger. But the problem with Traitor's Instincts is that I really need to be able to get rid of him that turn, kind of, because I don't have any answers ready to deal with that guy. Is that just another one of these things? This guy's really in trouble. This guy's got problems. I could bring a creature back, too, if I didn't want to wait for her ult. Like, I could just pop that goblin. Get these Timberlands back. Because I do have to wait a little while for her to be able to do that. Even if he does 1 damage to her, I can still pop it. This is so weird. There's so much thought that's going into this that I'm like, I'm not entirely comfortable with what's going on. I get rid of this. Use the Twin Bolt. What does he do here, though? That's exactly what I expected you to do. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you, buddy. I need that mana, though, man. It's kind of becoming a problem for me. Because I can't even kill anything when the time comes. Like, this emblem's nice and all, but it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot by itself, you know what I mean? I'm sure as fuck gonna pop it, because I just want to. But, I'm not sure what good it's gonna do me. I shouldn't have been attacking with the flyer, because it's possible he would have had Nimbus Wings and been able to get in on Lily. So, that was poor planning on my part. I'm gonna block, dude. This guy, like, just realized what she does. Like, wait, holy hell! Can he give himself +1/+1? Because I don't even care. Well, wait, can he? Yeah, I can, so I do need to block it, because I'd be down to 7. Ooh, Primal Bellow. You did it! You killed that one, too. I need a mana so that I can axe this guy, though, because that'd be pretty funny. That's a bummer. Wait, what? Dies, god damn it. She's down to 1, so she's pretty boned. This rad emblem, though! I really just wanted that emblem to happen. Alright, let's do this. There's a chance I could draw a creature, and I didn't. There was a chance that I could have drawn something that I could play for 1 mana and still been able to block. I feel like I'm in some of the best shape of my life. It'd be better if I was able to use her ability, like her Negax, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Liliana is dead. I do have this radical emblem, though, so that is a thing. Never had an emblem in this game before. It's also fantastic. There's probably a lot of things that I could have done with this, with bringing those guys back that give +1/+1, because I had a flyer with First Strike, but I don't give a shit, you guys. I don't give a shit, because that was cool, and it was fun, and I have a goddamn emblem now, and it's rad. Like, I could have done some Timberlane Guide garbage with my 1-2 that has flying and First Strike and blah, 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 blah. I don't care, dude. That was rad, and I'm happy with it. I would really love to bid her right here, but I guess I won't. Wait for this guy to attack me and probably Unholy Hunger this at his end step, because if he draws a Primal Bellow, he'll probably use it. But it's just that, so. I am gonna kill this thing, though. Don't be confused. That thing's dead. And it now belongs to me. Yeah! Light up, Lily! That went, why would you give me a Planeswalker like 2 seconds into the match? It's so goddamn weird. There we go. That's my girl. So there's not a whole lot going on here anymore. Like, I win because I have removal. If he draws something, I just kill it. I'm going to use the Bitter Revelation to take a little gander into my pile, see if there's anything else that I want to grab out of there. Chances are I'm gonna do okay. This and this. See, the whole point of that is that you can put, like, it's crazy that you get to put those other 2 cards in your discard pile, because once this deck is actually up and running, and you're able to just throw whatever you want in there, like, you've got some seriously messed up mojo going on, you guys. Like, you can do some seriously dark shit. This guy's at 10. It's going to take a while, but you know what I mean? Because if all the different ways that this particular build has to get creatures out of the graveyard, it's awesome that Revelation gives you 2 cards in your hand, 2 cards in your graveyard, because your graveyard is playable. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically just playable. So there's no reason to not just look at that as a gift. You get those cards in your graveyard, because anything in your deck is unplayable in this format. So to actually get stuff out of your graveyard, it's the same thing as putting it in play, really. Or putting it into your hand, not in play. So I've got 3 removal spells. I've got 9 turns to just bleed this guy dry. I'm sorry, because there are a lot of ways that I could have ended this sooner, but I got super jazzed with the ability to, you know, play Liliana and use her ult and all this stuff. I've never even used an ultimate in Paper Magic, because you don't, generally. Or at least when I was playing. You hardly ever ult a Planeswalker. It's just not something that's common to see. So it's kind of, it's just, it got to me, you guys. I really do apologize, because this is taking forever, and I honestly could have ended this quite a long time ago if I'd been doing stuff correctly. But I am going to Ravaging Blast and just kind of finish this up now. So. It's funny, because it's like the perfect amount. Oh no. And Liliana she's just sparkling over there. Oh dear. That was fun, you guys. I did enjoy that. Oh, the beginning of the next end step, I boned that up. I apologize, I thought it was upkeep. It doesn't matter though, because I do 1 damage and he dies and I win, so. There you go. That'll do. I just wanted to read that real quick as I stab you in the face. Stab, stab, stab. Well, that was fun. That was a good time. I've never used a Planeswalker in this game, so that was quite an exciting event. You know? That was okay. Our rank went up again. We're doing some stuff, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That one should have been like 20 minutes long. Because there's a lot. We could have just brought back a bunch of guys. I would have had a bunch of 1/1s. I would have had a huge flyer. Please understand. I just really wanted to do that. So thank you very much for watching. especially putting up with my kind of fanboying on being able to play a Planeswalker in this game. And I will see you all next time. I promise. I got it out of my system. Next time, we're going to be all business. That guy was also not very good, so we were able to kind of do some stuff that I might not have wanted to do otherwise. Or he just didn't have a lot going on in his hand. We did make him discard a lot. Well, no, he gave me a Planeswalker like turn 1, so no, that was a big misplay. It cost him the game. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see y'all next time.